think we're on.
We're good.
Happy New Year! Hi, everyone. Sorry, that took us a while. I think the cat maybe did chew the Starlink cord. No, he didn't. He's a good boy.
He just ate the computer.
Oh, let us know if you can hear us. There's a few people here, but I think you've commented before we got on, so let us know if you can hear us. And welcome, and thank you for joining us. We're very excited for 2025. This is going to be an incredible year. We already can feel it. It's going to be way better than 2024.
Has to be.
Loud and clear. Awesome. The cat is actually having a little bit of a spat in the background. He just woke up very cranky. Bella's trying to deal with him. The kids will jump in at some point, but they both have got a bit of a cold at the moment, so they're not feeling the best. So they'll come in and say hi, I'm sure, but Bella's just dealing with more time.
He's a little bit tired.
He's overtired. Oh, good news. Anyone who's been following, we had a rat problem and we caught him last night.
Yeah.
I was so excited because we were so worried that we were going to like have this rat on here forever and he was going to start chewing things and ruining things. So
They can do a lot of damage on a boat.
thank goodness we got him in a trap. We were trying to use like glue traps, like the humane, so they don't die. But we just went and got an old school snap traps last night and boom, got him.
Nailed it.
Got him. So that's very exciting. So we woke up to this morning to very good news. Nothing was going to chew through all our pipes or hoses or wires. All of the work that Lee's done, God, could have been undone very quickly, but no more. So we're fingers crossed. That was the last one. We had 3 all up. So we're hoping there isn't any more. We've pretty much blocked any possibility of another one coming in, right?
Yeah.
We just can't leave any hatches or anything open until we leave. Until we go. Who is with us? Hi, Sean and Cassie and Neil, Dirk. You're hilarious. Made me really laugh before we came on. The cat ate the starling. Adrian Barrett, how is everybody? Hello from cold Houston, Texas. Hi, Chuck. Gary, happy 2025. I wish you following seas on your travels. Thank you. We are so excited. As you know, we are splashing this year. We aren't going to let our splash date. It is very soon, but we are going to keep that a little bit close to us because of we have some PTSD from our splash dates from last time and the disappointment and all the things. We're going to go in when we're ready. We have a date. And we've told our patrons, but if that date changes, there's no pressure because they're the only ones who know. So we're just going to make sure that we are well and truly ready. Everything's good to go. And we will let you guys know when we're back in the water. And we will share, obviously, the whole journey with you. But I didn't create a video this week because we were hoping, our next video the first video we wanted for 2025 was our splashing video. We'll see. It still could be. Yeah, but we have done a couple little projects in between.
Yeah.
And we will probably show you, but we could have the splash day on the same video. We'll see. Anyway, that's why there's no video today. So we thought we'd jump on and we'd say hi and talk to you guys and let you know how things are going and what's happening. We don't have a lot of plans for the future. We do, but they're like
Splash. The splash is the first one.
Yeah. Get in the water, see how everything is, make sure we float, nothing's leaking, nothing's not working.
Yeah, needs a good shakedown sail.
Yeah.
Make sure everything is working how it should be, and fingers crossed everything goes to plan.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should.
So that will be our first in the sea. Going down the Sea of Cortez will be a bit of our shakedown sails, make sure everything's okay. And once we get down the bottom to La Pause, we will we will go across to the mainland of Mexico, which we haven't done any of that yet. So we're very excited to go and see those places and see new things and like go and adventuring again. I think most of you know how excited we are, and a lot of you are so excited as well, which like is exciting because thank you for sticking with us with our boat work. This was not our intention to become a boat work channel at all, and that's not what we want to be known for. So stay tuned. Adventures are coming back. Adventures are coming back. All right, there's lots of people saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. 2025. We're super excited. Hello from Torch Los Angeles. Hi, Randy. I hope that everything is settled down a bit. I haven't looked today or what's going on, but my heart goes out to anybody who's lost a home or knows someone who has or has been affected. One in LA. Victor asked where Bella is. Bella is not feeling 100% today. Both the kids have got a bit of a cold. They might come on and say hi soon, but she's not feeling the greatest. And she was dealing with Morotai. Morotai was just having a little bit of a tantrum. He's still a kitten.
Very tired kitten.
And he's a little bit overtired. He hasn't had his cat nap today, and he's been a little bit of a nasty piece of work. So Bella was dealing with him in a sec. For a moment. Show us your hair. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy.
Hey.
Who is this guy? Hang on, you got
hat hair, but it's just sprouting.
We'll fix it. This is his normal his hairline, right? This was his hair he had already. But all this stuff here. Oh, hang on, that's not very good. Yeah, all this stuff here, that's all new. It's all new. Woo!
Keep watering it. We'll see what happens.
He doesn't have to water it, by the way. That was a joke. For some people, we've been told you do have to.
Yeah, it's only just started sprouting, so
he's got brand new hair. He's pretty happy with it. So
yeah.
He can't wait to have his first haircut. He hasn't had a haircut, clearly. It's just going to grow it out. I think he's going to grow it down to about here.
You're not meant to cut it, though, I think, for the first, well...
No, they say no clippers.
Yeah, no clippers for the first 3 months.
I think you can use scissors. I think you can cut it if you want to do.
You want me to cut it?
No. You can shave it again. I like your head shaved. Anyway, I'll get used to his hair. Sean said, "Bring the kids feel better soon." Thank you. Oh, Nanny's on here. Mwah! Hi, Nanny. Are you fluent in Spanish by now?
We should be.
We should be. I am trying to learn it. It's quite difficult, but I do try and learn Spanish. Espanol. I'm better at reading it. I'm not very good at a situation. Like I could say something if I think about it now, but in a situation, like in a conversation, if someone talks to me in Spanish, I'm like, and I just can't. My brain is like so slow. And about 10 minutes after conversation, I go, oh, this is what I could have said this. So it is a little bit hard. We know a few things and probably can understand it way better than not great, but better than what we can speak it. You haven't tried.
No.
I'm on day 55, I think, on Duolingo. Probably a better app to learn on, but
I think where we are, most people here in Penasco, there's so much English here, so
you don't have to don't have, you can definitely get away without speaking it, but it's good to learn.
We should be practicing as soon as we go south.
I have been practicing.
Yeah,
can't
really
help
good.
It. You can't, my brain's not. It's good. I'm learning and I will get better.
You're doing really good.
It's great. Everyone looks at me when someone speaks like I should know, because I knew a little bit of Indonesian when we were in Indo. I always could kind of understand and speak to people. And so now all the family is like, what did they say? I'm like, I don't know. But we can read it. I can read it. Some things. Anyway, that was off track. Hi, Deb. We're leaving at 5 a.m. Thursday morning so we can make it there. Oh my gosh. Deb and Chuck are bringing us our last lot of packages from the States. It's so exciting. We cannot wait to see them, and we can't wait for everything to happen. It's very exciting, very exciting. It's like a little bit hard to believe. I think part of me is just like not even getting excited because we've been in this situation 3 other times.
Yeah.
3 times we've had splash dates. 3 times we prepared to leave and we didn't. So I'm a little bit, I'm like excited, but at the same time I'm like, are we leaving? Are we actually? I keep waiting for Lee to spring something on me like, no, we can't leave. We've got to do this. That's how I'm feeling. Oh, when are you coming into the Mediterranean Sea? We don't know. Depends if we go through the canal.
One sea at a time. See Cortez first.
How's the minor projects doing? Stephen asked.
Minor projects. Yeah, they're coming along. We've got through a lot of extra stuff we didn't intend on doing. And there'll just be a couple of dozen anchorage jobs along the way, and they should all be out of the road.
He actually had the welder out, and he did a massive job that we weren't intending on doing because we didn't have the funds to do it. But Lee managed to get scraps and use his engineering skills, and he created a whole section at the back of the boat for our solar panels. We've got surfboard racks back there now. He's tidied up a whole, it's really cool. I can't wait to show you guys. He did a really good job, and it only took him a few days. The thing with Lee is if he gets an idea and he can do it, he can physically has all the stuff to do it, then he just pumps it out. But the hard thing here is a lot of time we don't have materials, or we don't have something, or we can't get it, and it's just been a lot of delayed, a big long delayed process. But yeah, that was really good. He got so many little things like just replacing the wire on our duck board that could have potentially broken. He welded on all these little extra bits that were dodgy. Just so many little things. Having a welder, and a welder on board has
definitely for a project like this. It's
a game changer.
Yeah, really helps.
Yeah, he's done a really, really good job at the back. And at the moment, our floor is up and we filled it with water and no leaks.
There's been no leaks. So
no leaks.
That's all good.
Yeah. So we're going to empty the water today and fill it with diesel.
Yeah.
And we're going to pull our dinghy up and then we're going to get out of here.
That's a plan.
And there's still, I don't know why, we still have sticky notes all over the wall. Yeah. Every time I look up there at the end of the day, I feel like we've done a lot of things, and I look up there to take all the things off, and there's nothing to take down. It's like we find other jobs other than what's on the.
It's like you're dirty washing; it never ends.
Yeah, that's true. Could you actually enjoy the April sun in Cuba just like the song? Gary said. You never know where we'll end up. To be honest, once we get going, we're hoping not to be, hauled up anywhere too long. We like to keep moving and go and see places, but we also want to travel and enjoy ourselves along the way. We're not in a rush to get anywhere, just out of here. That was a rush. That didn't happen.
We do have one important stop, and that'll be in Puerto Vallarta. And that'll be our rigger, Memo. So that's where he's based, or just north of there.
He's near there.
And we'll get him out for a few days and have some fun with those guys and sail around and tune our rig up. So, yeah, that'll be fun.
Yes. Yeah, we have, we could potentially be there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably see that happening, but we don't know. If we're stuck anywhere, we just want to hope that it's because we want to be. That's all. The future this year is all about being taking it slow, enjoying our travels,
not
and
being stuck anywhere.
Well, if we are, our choice.
Yeah.
not getting stuck for any other circumstances. Someone asked, are the kids flying the coop soon? Not yet. They've hung in this long on the boat yard. I'm pretty sure they're going to now want to go and reap some of the rewards of all the hard work. So they're going to travel with us for a bit longer, and see how they go. They do talk about doing trips and going off and having some adventures, so that may happen as well, but they'll probably, you know, come back here for a while to our home.
Someone wants to see how the lights are going to look. We are too.
Underwater.
We're excited to see how they look. I've had them on a
wait.
lot in the boatyard, so they look good in the boatyard.
Yeah, can't wait for some clear water.
Yeah.
Yes. Today's first day of the rest of Australia gets back to work after the break. It's hard to do that the best of times, let alone when your favourite family YouTube channel goes on with a human life. Sorry for the distraction. Oh, back to work. Yes. Well, everyone's ending their holidays, but we're just about to start our new journey. So we can't wait for the start of this year.
What's the plans with the centerboard? So the centerboard, we don't know.
It better not be a can of worms. Otherwise, we're going to leave it
just
up.
Leave it up if it is, and that can be next haul out. But no, it should be good. We've had a good visual for what we can do on the centerboard. We can see up. It looks fine. We've lubricated the pin that the centerboard pivots on, and it does actually move, but we haven't been lifted up, so we can't fully drop the keel yet. But the day before we splash, we'll be in the sling, so they'll lift us up, and that's our final job. So we'll lift it up, we'll pull the pin out, we'll drop the centerboard completely out, we'll inspect it and find out why it just gets jammed on the last sort of 4 inches that comes in, whether the cable's turned on itself or whatever it is, we'll see. But yeah, it all looks pretty good, and it should be pretty simple, fingers crossed. Yeah.
And like we said, if it's not, we had it up the whole time coming down here, so we will leave it up and sort it out another place. So we're not going to, unless there's something really dire that is happening, we're going back in. So
obviously, once we're in the water, there's been a lot of through holes, sea chests and fittings and potential areas for water to leak. So that's probably the main thing for us. Just make sure that's good. And
Yep. What would you guys think is the hardest thing to adjust to after going from land life to sailing? My family and I have just started our own adventure and are curious about how you guys found it. The hardest thing, I don't know, it was so long ago. But I think the hardest thing was probably not having your family and friends, like leaving all of that. Your routine of, you know, going around to your friend's place or meeting up and catching up with people and being able just to go to the shop and adjusting to a new way of living, and also being in a really small space as a family has its challenges as well. I mean, everything is new, everything is different. You're kind of really learning how to live again all together in a new way. So it's a lot of challenges, but there was so much great things. I mean, if you love the water and you love the ocean, I think that really kind of outshines any of that stuff. But there is challenges, but if you're just having the best time and really enjoying yourself, I think those things kind of get overlooked. Yeah,
there's just a lot to learn along the way, I suppose. And
things breaking is hard, like stressful. It can be stressful, especially for the parents, the people in charge of the boat. If you've got young kids, that can be quite hard to handle the situation when it's quite stressful, and not panicking and not, you know, creating it as a problem and everyone wanting or being scared and wanting to get off. I think the better you handle those situations.
And everyone has a different cruising ground, so it really depends on. We were very remote when we first left Australia, so that has its challenges as opposed to, you know, if you're marina hopping or if you're in, you know.
And also now with Starlink, it makes it so much easier, like staying in contact with family and being able to like video call from the middle of nowhere. When we left, we had no internet going up the east coast of Australia. It was barely any internet at all. And I mean, that was great. We loved it, but it does disconnect you from the people that you love and the, you know, everyone that you just left. So, you know, I think that novelty wears off pretty quickly. You're like, oh, this is a new adventure. Yeah, here we go. And bye, everyone. We don't know when we're going to see you again. But reality is you don't know when you're going to see that person again. And whether it's a few months or whatever it is, there is a moment where you go, oh, I actually miss that person. I'd really want to go and see them, or I want someone to come visit. It's hard. It is, but you make it work. And it's worth it. Want to do the next one?
That's the next one.
Hi from sunny New Zealand. So sad that you haven't been able to get the hard top that you wanted. I know. Hopefully next fall.
It is what we actually hold out for. It was one of the main things.
Do you know what? There is about 5 things that when we hauled out, these were on our list, right? We needed a new alternator. We needed a new gypsy wheel. And we needed, because an AIS. And a hard top we wanted to do. There's like five things. I think that was about it. So AIS, gypsy wheel because it's the wrong size, and our alternator and the hard top. We have done so much to this boat, so much, but we have none of those things. Oh, it's so like overwhelming, the amount of money that we've spent, the amount of things that we've replaced on here, and to still have not done like some of the major, some of the stuff that we kind of thought was really, really important when we were coming out has just been put off to the back burner. But anyway, it's kind of funny. And I don't know why that's worked out that way, because we had the gypsy wheel in a cart. Like, we'd ordered these things, and for some reason the gypsy wheel wasn't in stock. And then we thought we were leaving, so I never put an order in to get it. And so it just got like lost. So
it was actually left with 5 companies, I think, to return email to us. And we never heard back.
We also forgot. I followed up and forgot. Anyway, things like that. So now I'm like, well, I guess we'll get it somewhere else. But it's hard. There's so much to think about, and you could be here forever. I mean, if Lee had the funds and me that I was mentally stable enough, he'd probably stay here for another 2 years trying to get the boat ready, but that's not happening. It's not happening.
No.
No, Lee doesn't love it either, guys, but he definitely
I love having to play on jobs now and then.
He wants to get the boat. Yeah, but you want the boat right. Yeah.
And we have done a lot of the things, the important things. So
the important things. Yeah. No, we have. We've done some great stuff. For both of you. What was the most trying part of 2024 and the best moments? Oh. You go.
You go, darling.
Okay.
Get it off your chest.
The hardest thing for me was not knowing when we were leaving here. That was the hardest thing. Also being on the hard stand, not having a toilet on board, not having the water right next to me, having to work every day, like trying to do videos, trying to fix a boat, trying to have enough money for everything. It's just, I could go on and on and on. The best moments, though, funny enough, as hard as this year has been, and as much as it has sucked, as in a lot of challenges, and a lot of it is mindset, like so much of it is mindset. If you focus on things being hard, things being negative, things not falling into place, that is definitely how you will perceive that moment. But when you ask what were my favorite moments, some of those moments were in the boatyard with the family, like just being all together and putting the rig on, taking the rig off, or we had our friends let us stay in their condo that was down the road, that was 10 minutes away, that made a world of difference for us. Like once a month, nearly for the last 6 months, we've got to stay there. And it made us have like 3 or 4 days of just like really nice moments. We were all together and we just went there and we hung out, and we weren't anywhere different, but, you know, being in a nice unit, looking over the water and going to the beach and just relaxing without the constant reminder of you've got to fix this, you've got to do this. Like living on the boat while you're trying to fix it I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. I do not recommend living on your boat and working on like fixing it up. Refitting a boat and living on it is the worst decision you could ever make in your life. But we
never intended on being here this long. It's just that so many surprises with the boat jumped out, which like created so much extra time here. And
but I'm so grateful for our family, and I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of everything that we've gone through and how we handled it. I didn't handle it great sometimes, neither did Lee. But in saying that, it's probably made us stronger and more resilient and more knowing more and more how much we want this lifestyle. Because if we didn't, we would have gave up months ago. Like we are just focusing on now going and having a good time and going back to that lifestyle that we love. And this was just, I guess it's just a part of it. And if you look at it like that, then you can go, okay, it's a part of it. We've put in the hard work. Let's go and have some fun. It was a long longer than what, I mean, we hauled out in 2020 in COVID and we were stuck out of the water for 6 weeks. And we thought that was so disastrous. Yeah. We were in like, oh my God, so long. Like we'd never been out. We thought it was, the end of the world. If you told me back then in 2024 I was going to be out of the water for 18 months, probably would have done something to change it. But anyway, I took over that whole. You have to answer.
No, I think you've done well there, darling.
So there was a lot of beautiful little moments sprinkled.
Highs were high and the lows were low.
Yeah, but they weren't high. It's not like sailing.
No.
It was really it was more like the lows were really low and then we came back up and we were just like, okay, we can get through this. And then we'd have really nice moments, but they're not like when you're sailing. We're not swimming with whale sharks here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a comparison. But we had a nice time and I'm super grateful for my family and I'm grateful for 2024 and we were healthy and we have so much. We're so wealthy in other ways. It's like so grateful for our home and what we have. But it's been hard. That was a long-winded answer. Well, I don't know where we were up to.
I don't either.
I think that was... We'll try and get to everyone's questions. For now, I've lost my way. Hang on, what was the hard? Oh, there we go. All right. We're back. What's the plan for the centerboard? I think we answered that already. Yeah. We are a few months out before our house goes on the market and then our life changes to boat life. Our preparation is chugging along. Lots of logistics, moving, etc. We have our boys watching your channel. Well, I hope it's inspiring and not putting you off. Maybe watch the older videos. The older videos is where it's at. It's a great restaurant across from Office Depot in La Paz. Nice. Office. I wonder if that's... Oh, no. Yeah, we're looking forward to going back there. We really liked it in La Paz. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Someone told me to say La Paz. Is that correct? We say La Paz, but everyone goes, that's not what you say. It's our accent. Our boys are 14 and 12, so they will be homeschooled while we refit our sailboat in Mexico. Your channel has been a great learning experience for us, being newbies, and the research is never ending. Oh, good. I hope you're not living on board after all what I just said. Take breaks. If you do have to live on board while you're refitting, just take breaks. Take regular little breaks so that you can get away and have reset and then come back.
I think if I was to do it again here, there's actually 2 great little caravan parks straight on the beach here. I think it'd be more beneficial to grab a van, set up on the beach, and it's only a walk to your boat. And
there's a family that's here that is doing that at the moment, and we went, That's so smart.
Yeah.
But we didn't know we were going to be here
for
this long.
so.
But if you like, I think most normal people, I think, plan things and have like a reality check, whereas we're a little bit in the fairy land. We don't know what's happening. Work is calling. I have to go again. Oh, bye, Gary. Happy New Year. So it looks like we're on the safe side of it. We're scuba divers and have grown up in the water. Starlink has been amazing, especially just island hopping around the Whitsundays. Yeah, Starlink is a game changer. It's absolutely game changer. Thank you, Scott. So you're going live because Moritai ate all the SIM cards? Yep. I had no content this week. Moritai's been at it again. You need to get a room. All right. How's the kitty doing? He's good today, though. He's being a menace.
He's still got one ball in there, so that could be
well,
Could
earthquake.
be,
that
could be playing a part in something.
Yeah, he got neutered, but they only found one testicle, so
we think the other one may have dropped.
No,
you don't think so?
No, it's lost.
It's lost.
It's inside of him somewhere. We may take him to the vet. Will we? No. Somewhere. Anyway, he's been my monster today, but I think he just hasn't had a sleep. Please let Bella know I love her recipes. Have already tried some. Oh. You adopted a cat while there, right? Yes, we did. We found a little kitten on the side of the road. It was not going to make it, and we brought him home, and, well, the rest is history. We now have a boat cat that can't catch rats. That wakes us up every morning about 5 a.m.
I showed him the rat this morning and he went the other way.
He's really clumsy, so he's probably going to fall off the boat. No, he won't. He's pretty good. I don't know. Once it starts moving, he's not going to, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how he handles it. It will be interesting. Once he has a life jacket, but we put it on him and he just freezes. Like he did when we first had a harness, because you have to harness train them, which we didn't know. But you keep putting it on and then they get used to it. But the life jacket, he just like... I don't know, he's going to get used to that. Make sure you get him a life. Yeah, we have a life jacket. Happy New Year from Grande Party, Alberta. Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for joining us. If you just joined us, we've been on here for a little bit now. Jibber jabber in a way. Are you going to do a Pacific crossing? Yes. When? We don't know. But yes. Yes. I would be doing it this year if it was up to me. But it's not. Why aren't we doing a Pacific crossing, honey?
Well, we still have to do a shakedown first, and there's still a few things missing.
Oh, just a life raft. It's a few minor details, just some safety equipment.
Yeah.
We actually, this is another funny thing we don't have. So we're pretty prepared, and you think that when you've lived on a boat, you're like, we've got lists and you've sorted everything, other than all those things we said before that I hadn't done. We looked at our life jackets, and because we bought them from Australia, you had to take the canisters out because they're self-inflating life jackets, and we haven't ordered any canisters for our life jackets, so they're actually kind of, if we were in a situation, we'd have to buy them. It's little things like that that we may have overlooked. If we have time, we may order some. Okay. Anyway, we'll be okay. We'll make it. We'll make it wherever we're going. But yes, we will do a Pacific cross. We would love to do it this year. I would love to. That's like my ultimate dream, but it may have to be the year after. Once these major projects are done, are you able to keep the boat minimal, or did you just collect enough more stuff to fit in the bigger boat? We don't have that much stuff. Like, we've got plenty of room in lockers and things. We haven't really overfilled things, do you think?
No.
We've been pretty good. I mean, we do have some luxury items, but we are a monohull, so it's not like we have to worry about weight, right?
True, to a certain degree.
To a degree. We do have a washing machine, like a normal washing machine, which is pretty exciting. And what other luxury things have we
have
put
a
on?
generator, which, yeah, luxury thing too. But
it's a luxury boy thing. I know it allows me to have a washing machine. We have a projector. We have some things. But yeah, we haven't gone crazy with stuff. Have we? I don't think so. Anyway. Your family is very inspiring. Living on a boat while working on it, probably not a great idea, but it comes down to costs. It does. We figure it will take a year to refit before on the water. You know what? The best gift is that you know that, and that you are going to go, hey, we're gonna be a year. That's a very smart thing to do. And if you're sooner than that, then that's fantastic. And if you're a bit longer, it doesn't matter, because you've allowed that for then. So I think approaching it in a completely different way to what we did, you'll be fine. You will be fine. Lee been killing it. Good job, brother. The boat wouldn't be there. Excuse me. Be where it is without your expertise. Absolutely. It's solid to say Lee is. This boat would have, he has done so many things to this boat that is absolutely incredible. He's made things work when we just didn't think that they were going to. But our engine room now is, and this is why I was so scared when the rat was on here, because the engine room, he's rewired, everything is so well done, and it was so poorly done before Lee got onto this boat. Everything was so badly done, like just little things. Like, he put on a new shower handle the other day, and just the way the guy did it beforehand, whoever did it beforehand, it's just, Lee's just like, why do it doesn't make sense to him, because he does everything properly. So yes, I'm his biggest fan, but I think he's great. I love that everybody else knows that now too.
Very, very challenging.
But he's amazing. Sailing SV EOT, sorry if I said that wrong. You have to come try the Bahamas. We do. And the Bahamas is probably the only thing that the other guys have been able to twist my arm with. They're like, but don't you want to go to the Bahamas? I was like, yes, I do. I would like to see it. And I do not. It's not that I don't want to go to the Canal and see all of the amazing islands and go those places. It's not that at all. It's just that my preference is the Pacific. So if we go that way and then we turn around and we go back to the Pacific, I'm all for it. I just don't want to not go to the Pacific. That's all. Wow, the next James Bond. Is that you? That's you, honey. I'm in the Sail Life Patreon. He's doing a large refit. He started an Amazon wish list, but I have been trying to tell him how helpful and impactful your Amazon wish list was over the refit. Absolutely. It was amazing. Everyone out there that bought something off our wish list, we are so grateful. Like, when we're in San Diego and being here, oh my God, you guys, you have no idea how helpful that was. It
would
was
have been here another 2 years otherwise.
Probably. Like, so much love and so helpful. Like, things that just we needed, that we were like, you know what, we can't get them right now, but we'll put them on the wish list, and we go on there and someone had bought it for us. Like, life, it changed our being able to fix a lot of things, like just little things and tools for Lee, and just absolutely incredible. We are so grateful for our community. Like, you guys are incredible, and I will cry if we don't change the subject. So grateful. So grateful. Come to our magic island, you'll feel at home here. In Australia. we would feel at home. And we will get back there one day. So you're going to stay in the Pacific, or are you going to work your way through the Panama Canal? We will go through the canal if we can. So that is the plan, the loose plan. The plan no one can hold us because it could change, is that we go in the water, we go down the Sea Cortez. Everything goes well, the boat's fine, we will go across to mainland of Mexico and start making our way down to Nicaragua and Costa Rica to Panama, and then all going well and we can go through the canal. And then we will be over that side, and then we will go and explore and get out of, hopefully see some things, and then get out of hurricane season somewhere. But still be able to cruise. We don't want to be stuck anywhere in hurricane season again that we can't, like, on the heart. And then
anywhere where there's a hard stand, Sarah's not going to want to go.
Not going. Not going. And then we will turn around and come back through the canal. And the next year, if we don't cross this year, we're going next year. And we're not crossing this year. So next year, 2026, we're going across the Pacific. Said it here, right here and now. I have witnesses. Okay. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
We're going across in 2026?
Oh, we'll see how we go.
Please start hustling everyone. If you're going to the Pacific, how long do you think it will take? Will you be able to carry enough provisions, fuel, etc.? Yeah, absolutely. So if we left from La Paz, that's where everyone leaves from, I think it's 3 weeks around. I mean, it could take longer and it could take less, but I think it's around about 3 weeks. We can definitely provision for 3 weeks. Fuel wise, food wise, everything wise, we'd be fine. And I think if we leave from Panama, it's a bit longer, maybe 4 weeks. So, and this boat is well and truly good to go.
Yeah.
Minus the life raft. Lee's a superstar. I agree. Does a life raft cost $4,000? It'd be probably close.
Yeah, it'd be somewhere around there.
I think it's maybe. Did we look and it was between 2 and 3? It depends what you guess.
Yeah.
As we would be looking at like a 6-person life raft, and I think they're. Oh well, it depends if you're talking US. It's probably around $2,000-3,000 US.
Yeah, like we haven't completely looked into it. But yeah,
we did. We looked into it and then went, oh, we'll wait for that. Just wait a little bit longer. It wasn't on the. I mean, it's obviously up there on safety. Yes, we want one, but as far as priorities go, it hasn't been at the very top yet. It will be. Maybe a hard top and then a life raft. Because we don't want our canopy Benami to fly off. That wouldn't be fun.
No.
So we probably have to do
something. We've secured the rear solar now, so
the back is good.
Yeah,
it's very good. We may not be able to see at the front of the boat. But that's okay. That's easy. We can replace canvas.
That can be done anywhere.
Somewhere. Anyway, we spent 6 months living in a midgie infested boatyard, and it was hell. Midges are even worse. I cannot even begin to imagine spending 440 odd days doing it. That's impressive. Stupid. Roundabout, same thing. Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people come here and they leave their boats. So they leave their boats. They get off and they go somewhere else. Anyway, that's all right. What's the most challenging job that frustrated you, Lee? I think it was rebuilding the generator. No,
that wasn't too bad.
He really enjoyed that, by the way. He loves a good challenging project. Putting shit back together. He loved it.
I don't know. I think finding the blisters on the bottom and then having to, that was painful.
That wasn't your most challenging. You know what I think is?
What?
Some of the wiring.
I don't know. Everything was just so challenging. There were so many things just done backwards on this boat.
A lot of wiring though, because they had to like.
But that's pretty standard in a lot of old boats. Like we pulled out garbage bins full of old dodgy wiring and.
Yeah, but things weren't working. All they were was just a wire, just not connected. That was frustrating.
Yeah.
I
tried to forget about all the frustrating bits. And
I'm just trying to remember when he had like a meltdown, like what he was doing. What cracked him over the edge? Lots of things. A lot of them were down there when you were wiring. Following wires under the floor here.
Yeah.
I think the most frustrating is just the whole living on board. And probably us. We frustrated you the most.
No, it is. That's probably that's the most challenging, frustrating bit is living and trying to work on the boat.
Yeah.
This one job pulls apart the boat from one end to the other, and then you're trying to live and you're trying to cook and clean and eat and do what you got to do and work in between.
Just day to day becomes really challenging, and everyone gets all up in your face. Each other's face. And everyone needs help. Everyone wants help. Can you help me do this? Can you help me with this? But then it's like, so, you know, the best thing to do is everyone just helps Lee. That's the best. The best thing is when we're all just there helping you is when everything flows. And if we all try to do separate projects, it's hard. We all work together as a team. That's when it's the best. Hey.
Yeah.
Bahamas in gin blue water, white sand beaches, free diving, blue holes, cities or nobody's your choice. East coast of USA or Grenada for hurricane season. There are like 700 islands in the Bahamas. Yeah, I know. I will enjoy it. I know I will love it. It'll be great. I just really miss Indonesia, to be honest. That's
How many islands were there?
17,000.
Yeah. Still a few more to go.
We can go back and explore more. Yeah. I think when we had so many great, and I don't think it's also places sometimes, it's people. Like we had so much fun just through Southeast Asia. We just loved it. And yeah. So everything I look at in the future, I compare to that, and I shouldn't, because it'll be a completely different experience. And I know that. And I'm open to it, and I'm coming to the Bahamas. And it will be great. And I'll get to go to Fiji eventually. I know the Canal Passage can be expensive. People forget that. Yeah, that's like a major thing. So everyone's like, what's your plan? Where are you going? We would love to, if ideally the boat's fine, everything's good. We go down the Sea of Cortez, we start making our way down the coast, we go through the canal. Like that's ideal. But if we get down to the coast and we've come across, costs that we hadn't factored in, or, something's happened and we don't have the money to go through the canal, they're all things that are in the back of our mind that are like, well, what are we going to do then? Because we don't want to be stuck somewhere where we're in hurricane season. So it is a hard thing to kind of plan when you're on a budget. So going through the canal, I think we have to allow like 3,000 to 4,000 US. Right?
Each way, yeah. Yeah,
each way. So if we go through the canal, we're obviously not going to turn around and come back straight away.
And the Aussie dollar, I don't think is that good.
The Aussie Australian dollar right now is not great. But that's okay. Maybe we'll come home strong in a few months. So these are all things we have to factor in, and we know this. Like, we've been cruising, obviously not the last 18 months, but we've been cruising before that on a budget for a long time, and we always have made things work, and we work out a way. So we will do that again. I love the new haircut, Lee. Well, he hasn't had a
haircut yet. It's just grown out.
He hasn't had a haircut for a while. You want to do 2 seasons in the Bahamas, actually. You'll want more. Probably. But I think, well, I don't know how long we can stay there too. I think we can only stay in the Bahamas for 30 days, if I'm correct, with our visa. So, and then we can only stay in the US for 90 days. So we will have to work out exactly what we're going to do. Because this is where we get unstuck as well, is because we will, visa-wise, it can be a nightmare. But there's lots of countries that we can, we'll work it out. Plenty of people do it. It'll be fine. But yeah, there's all things we have to take into account. Oh, there we go. A brand new Solus Revere 6-person life raft was $2,200. I thought it was around $2,000. US picked up at the factory. So yeah, it's $2,200. Thank you for that. That is how much it is. And when we can, we will get one. I don't know if you know the channel Travel Sketch. They just launched after spending like 800 days on the hard. Oh God. Mostly warranty issues on a 2021 Leopard 45. Wow. No, I haven't seen them, and that's horrible. Especially if they're living on their boat. I feel very sorry for them. But they're in a Leopard 45 too, so do I feel that bad? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Would you buy this boat again, Dirk? A big part who wants to say no. Like, no. But then I think about it, right? You think about it, and then you look back, and because I'm past a lot of the shit that's been shit, I'm like, where we are right now, we have a really good boat. And could have we just bought this boat in this condition straight up? No. So there's, you either have time or money. This is what we put it down to. So if you have time, you most likely don't have a lot of money to buy the boat outright. And if you have money, you don't always have time. So did we have money to buy the boat in this condition as it is right now? No. But did we have time to fix it? We did. Would we do it the same way? Absolutely not. No way. If we knew, knowing what we know now, and you can't look at life this way, but if you could go back, and the way that we did this project was so backwards and was so hard, like we really did. I don't know if it's, I don't want to.
We never planned on a full refit, but opportunities kept rising, and then we never really planned around doing the.
Well, we didn't think it was possible, is what the problem was. We were just getting this boat to each level of what we could, and so that wasn't much. And so we were just like, oh, if we get that done, we can get put back in the water and we'll get going. The problem with this, where we are right now, is you can't get put back in the water and just like hang out here. It's like get put back in the water. You're in a really dodgy marina that's more expensive than being on the hard. Next anchorage is 100 nautical miles away. So
and then you got the season to think about. So we missed this first season, then we're like, well, we might as well stay out and do more boat works, and
which was a blessing in disguise, because we got our rigging done and we could replace our chain plates that were terrible. Like, something terrible could have happened to this boat because it was not in a very good condition, which we didn't really know.
Yeah.
And until you know, you don't know. So would we buy the boat again? I don't know. We were really excited about it and having a bigger boat and having this. We knew it was going to be a challenge.
We planned on doing all the jobs that we knew that would need doing spread out along a longer period of time, not all done in the one hit.
In context, if this makes sense. Sorry, I cut you off. It's a fly.
No, I was just going to say, well, boats generally, everything's like 10 years. 10 years on your sails, 10 years on your rigging, 10 years, everything sort of really needs, you know, like you really need a refit. So.
But we bought our old boat, Catalpa 1, which is a ferro cement. For those of you who don't know, our boat that we had previous to this one was an old 1983 ferro cement home built monohull, and it was cheap as chips, really badly looked after, and Lee, being Lee, got it to a really good point. Like when we sold Catalpa, that was the best she'd ever been. We were happy to like not cross an ocean in her, but we were happy to continue island hopping, and we hadn't done a lot of boat work on it. Like we were really enjoying the last 2 years in Indonesia. We really had a good run. Like we were enjoying ourselves. It took 8 years to get to that point. And I think for us in our brains, like this boat, it's better than Catalpa, obviously. And it's got so much more. We've done so much more to her. And she's got so many better features. And we've only had her for 2 years.
Yeah. And
we keep forgetting that.
We keep looking at the bigger picture, and there's like, we could have sails up to 10 years, rigging up to 10 years, the batteries up to 10 years. There's so many systems in the boat that should be taken care of for quite some time.
It's a flight. Yeah. So, didn't really answer your question. We are answering them a lot.
I probably would if we had a different game plan around doing it. Like, you know,
what we should have done,
had accommodation and really got in and out quicker, but we didn't have the funds at the time to do it like a proper refit. Like hop off the boat, stay in accommodation, go from front to back, gut it all, and just pretty much redo it.
What we shouldn't have done is bought it in San Diego in a marina. That was our first big mistake. We thought
we could get out of there quicker than we could, but we couldn't.
And we also did something that we said we would never do. We bought a boat without a survey.
The price reflected, and we looked at it differently too, like saying that we bought it without a survey, but we intended on, because of the price.
I know, but can you imagine if we bought it in Mexico on the hard stand?
Oh, yeah. We've saved a lot of time and money.
A lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of problems. Like we had to leave the country several times. Like there was so many expenses in there that we did not even, we didn't even contemplate. We're like, yeah, let's go buy it in the US. You can only be there for 90 days at a time. Oh, that's fine. We'll get the boat. We'll get it to Mexico within 90 days. Look who I have as the captain. It didn't happen. So, yeah, there's so much to look at if you're going to buy a boat on the other side of the world to your home. I think it would be completely different if we were US citizens and we bought the boat in San Diego. A whole nother story. Lee could have worked. I could have worked. We could have done things so completely different. But because we're on the other side of the world, everything was just, it was so hard. It's so hard. And I don't want to, like, you know, people look at our channel and we're like, oh, the Catalpa did it. Well, I really want to just be completely honest and just say it's hard. Like if you have an opportunity, just really think about it. Look into it. And jump in like we do. Anyway, we've been on here for a very long time. All right, well, a couple more questions. When you look at the rat's nest of wires and the old wiring, Lee, did you figure out how did you figure out where to start? I figured you started.
I'm also where to stop.
Yeah. Please only just got on top of the wiring now. And that's 2 years later. So don't be too hard on
just
yourself.
Do a little bit at a time. Pretty much just worked from the batteries out. We pretty much put in the new battery bank and all the new what do you call it? Victron, all the new Victron gear, and then I just do a little bit here and there as we go. So start at the beginning and just keep.
And the good thing, like someone just said here, the benefit of working on your own boat and understanding everything has to be much better than trusting someone else's work.
100%.
Yeah.
We've seen so many people over the years, all over the world from all different parts, have so many stories.
But not
professional workmanship.
Yeah,
too,
but not only that.
That's been very dangerous to people too. Like.
Yeah, but not only that. The fact that you know all of these systems now back to front is that when we're somewhere remote and something breaks,
and it always
you
does,
can troubleshoot it way faster, knowing everything inside and out.
It helps. It's not, you don't have to, but it definitely helps.
Definitely, it does help. Catalpa 1, you knew that boat. If something happened on Catalpa 1, Lee knew exactly what it was, where it was, and how to fix it. Whether he could or not was a different story. But because he had done so much to the boat, that you have this like an awareness. Like if you open a hatch and you know nothing about what's in there and it's flooding of water, and then it's going to take you a really long time to find out what it is. But if you know what's under there and you know what's going on, it's going to be a lot quicker. So I think while you're cruising, it's going to be a lot better if you've worked on your boat. Absolutely. Because it's like don't you agree?
Yeah, agreed to disagree. Like even if you have a new boat, just spending the time to go over everything, really, even if you don't have to fix it, but definitely helps to know all your systems.
I don't mean you have to fix everything. I mean, like, yeah, that's what I mean. Is if you know your boat,
yeah,
you know
don't necessarily have to fix them all, install them all, and do all that.
But if you do, you know
it helps.
Because you can look at it and go, oh, yeah, I know. But you don't really know until you know how it works.
Yeah.
Like the generator.
Please
pull the generator back completely stripped it. He'd know everything about it now. But as if you just bought that generator, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, maybe.
That's true.
Yeah, old boats, new boats, they all have their problems. And yeah.
It is. We bought a 18-year-old boat that was ready to cruise. Oh, ready to cruise. We like that, don't we? And then put twice the purchase price into it.
Well, that was a thing that we knew at the time too. We didn't want to do, like, buy something that was sort of half to 3/4 of its way through its life with, say, rigging, sails, everything like that, and knowing that we had to replace them. Well, we thought we might as well get a cheaper boat that we just do it all anyway. So that was a big part of the plan.
Knew that whatever.
It was a bit of a plan there, not much, but we did realize buying a cheaper one, we thought, well, we'll just replace all the systems as we go. Not all in the one hit like we have, but
no. Yeah. But like, hey, we got it all out of the way.
Yeah, it is good. It's a good feeling knowing.
It's a good feeling being on the other side of it.
Yeah.
It's easy to say now, but if you talked to me 6 months ago, it's a different story. 2 years of constant work. We did not plan on doing that, but one of our crew got cancer. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. That's the other thing too, is, stuff happens in life and you can't always plan on what's going to happen. And this is the reason why, one of the reasons, why we left. The reason why we left is that we had both lost a parent. And they were young. My mum was 50 when she passed away, and I was like, it just showed us that life is short. You don't know what's going to happen, and you don't know when it's going to happen. We're all going to die. Are you living your best life? Are you doing all the things that you want to do? And that is why we create the videos. That's why not why we create the videos. I create the videos for us to have them to look back on. But it's why I share them, is to inspire other people to go, what am I doing? Like, if you're not living your life that you want, that you love, that you wake up every day and you're excited about, then change it, make it happen. And the last 2 years hasn't been that for us, definitely. But what it has been is we know that we were working towards it, and we know the life that we want to live. And this was a way we were going to get back to it. So as much as it's been hard, it's been a sacrifice that we kind of we were willing to make it, not for this long. We were willing to sacrifice our time and hard work into getting back to what we love doing. And yeah, just you just don't know. There's just so many stories of people of losing people, and most of the people that we meet out here have lost someone, and it really does show you that it reminds you, because everyone knows life is short, everyone knows, but when you lose somebody suddenly, or you have something happen in your life, you're like, yeah, why am I not going out there doing what I want to do? So yeah, that's right. Went off track again. I think people that live on the hard during a refit are more motivated to expedite the refit through. We thought this too, because we did rent a place for the first month, and we definitely did less work on the boat, don't you think?
Yes and no, because when we did rent the place, it was super hot. So
yeah, true.
It was really hard to do any work down here. It was just
the middle of summer. It was so gross.
Yeah,
it was. But you're right, and it does motivate you when you're on the boat. You're like, we need to do something because this is not right. This is can't keep living like this. So in a way, it probably does help. But for your sanity, I suggest you don't do it. What moments during the refit that you need to avoid arguments? What moments during the refit that you need to avoid arguments, like credit card delays or late parts being delivered, staying calm during difficult situations and expecting delays? How to stay calm?
How do you stay calm, darling?
Just breathe. You cry a lot, and then you breathe, and then you remind yourself that you are in this together, and that this is what we want, and this is what we've chosen, and we are a team. Because sometimes I think the hardest thing is when you're in a situation, whether it's a credit card not arriving or something that is out of your control, what we do as humans is kind of turn on each other, and that's the people that you love most that you do it with. And yeah, we're not perfect. We're not going to lie. We did this review was challenging, and we had a lot of arguments, and there was a lot of heated conversations and a lot of walks on the beach. Like, what are we doing, and why are we here? And what, don't talk to me that way. Like, it's real life. Like, it was really hard, and I think you really have to have a why. You have to look at each other and know that the love that you have between each other and the bond that you have is bigger than any stupid little problem that is making you really upset in the moment, and be like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're here together, and the reason we're here together is because we want this beautiful life, and right now we're making it hard on each other. So I don't know, you be in it and then you get over it and try and smile and laugh. Do yoga. Any advice? How do you not kill me?
Have a boatyard near a surf break and some beautiful reefs. And
oh my God, that would have been fine. We would have still be here.
Yeah, time wouldn't be an issue.
No. But yeah, it is hard. And I think just knowing that, and also just knowing that it's really normal, really, really normal for your family to not get along all the time. It's a small space. It is a hard thing. And I think unrealistic expectations. Sometimes we watch YouTube, or sometimes we look on Instagram when you're just scrolling and it's highlight reels. It's people's happy stories. It's people's good times. And the hard times are there. It's just everybody doesn't want to always share them, but they are there. And I think just when you're in it, know that it will pass. It's not forever, and either come out stronger or come out stronger. Okay. All right. We'll just answer a couple more. Yeah. Hi, Frederick. I think someone just joined us. G'day, Catalpa. Hi, Colin. I love your videos and just wanted to say hello. Hi. Anna Marie. Fair winds are following seas. Hi from Niagara Falls. Sorry, but have you mentioned the launch date? By the way, this is utensil guy. Hi, Mike. Utensil guy. What do you mean? The launch date is soon, but we're not actually sharing the actual date with everyone just yet because of previous launch dates not happening. So our patrons know about our launch date, and we will do a live video with our patrons on the day, but we didn't want to share it with everyone just in case it didn't happen because, yeah, we've been here before and we just, I don't know, why are we not saying it again? We don't want pressure on ourselves, is what it is. We're going to go in when we're ready, when we feel good. And at the moment, we're on track for our splash date. But as you know, shit changes easily, regularly. So we will let everyone know once we're back in the water. We'll share the journey, obviously, on YouTube. But if you do want to see the splash date, you want to be there with us, go over to Patreon. You can sign up to Patreon and become a part of the family over there, and you will know when we're doing it. You'll have the opportunity to be there with us. So, but otherwise, we will let you know. It is very soon, and we are pretty much ready.
Very, very, very close.
We're very, very close. And this is you know what? I'm feeling good because this is the best. Usually Lee's a little bit nervous and like doesn't want to say anything to me about the splash date. He's like, don't talk about it. But right now he is very calm and he's like ready. So my hopes. It's feeling good. It's feeling good, everyone. What you've done and are doing gives credit to you and your family. At least you can keep the dream alive for us all. Oh, thanks, Colin. No matter what, with each other, anything is possible. You two are truly inspiring. Life isn't always perfect, but the way you've faced the challenges together and kept pushing forward is incredible. Thank you. I'm proud of us. You took a pic with them and sent them to me. Oh! Yeah, I remember. Can I tell this story, Mike? Is that okay? It's a great story. Let me know. Are you under 30 days to splash? We are under 30 days. We are. So stay tuned. Videos will be back in the water very soon. Okay, so Mike said yes. Okay, so Mike was very kind and he donated some money to help us. And in that process, there was like, he just wanted to make sure it was us because obviously people get scammed all the time online and he just wanted to make sure it was going to us. And so he asked if he could text a message back to us. And so he asked for a photo holding a spoon, was it? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Spoon. Yeah. Anyway, it was, I said, I'll take it of Lee. And we took a photo and we sent it to him. But you know when you take a photo on an Apple, on an iPhone, we must have had it on live settings. So it records. And Tash says in the background, he might have a fetish. He might have some weird fetish or something along these lines. Anyway, we get Mike messages back and he says, just so you know, I don't have a fetish. I just wanted to make sure it was you. I don't know if that was as funny as it actually was, but I thought it was really funny. And Mike's laughing too. So great. The fact that we recorded and that at that moment Tash said it was something like that. I think he's like, maybe he has like a fetish. And anyway, he wrote back and he says, I don't. It was great. Thank Thank you so much, Mike. I love that story. And it was great. And thanks for being a good sport too. Like, I mean, some people may be being offended by that, but you just thought it was funny. So good on you. Oh, okay. We wrap it up? It's time. Hey,
Yeah.
kids, you want to come and say hi before we go? Oh, they're coming. They're going to bring their sniffly noses and coughs and come and to say hi just before we leave. To make sure they're alive, we haven't killed them off or anything. Is the cat better? Is he sleeping?
Yeah, I think he's sleeping.
He's sleeping. Morotai sleeping. I thought he might back to appearance, but he's feral. He's a feral cat today. They're taking their time, aren't they? Oh well. You got a story? Hey?
I don't think Bella's coming.
Oh, Bella's not up for it. Taj just gonna pop his head in.
Bella.
Taj will say hi.
Hello.
How you going, mate? Right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Did you hear the story? Remember the
Yeah.
guy? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good times. What did you say? It
I
was
don't remember.
Yeah, it was something like I said though, right?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't remember it.
Anyway, we're gonna leave you guys here. I hope you enjoyed this live chat instead of our video. It was definitely longer than our videos. And we've enjoyed it. I had a great time. Do you have a great time?
Marvelous time.
I love our live chats. And hopefully our next one, well, if you want to join the next one, it'll be when we splash. But after that, the next one should be us back in the water.
Yeah.
Somewhere beautiful.
Sounds good.
Sounds amazing.
If all goes to plan.
When all goes to plan. Someone's going to kill this fly. All right. We love you guys. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.